Look at the little total. Today's a special one. Mick, how you doing? Fluff, Shandy, Daisy, Gavin. I'm so excited. So excited. Morning, Jamie. Bon Mundo, how are you? Good to see you. So we are at the location of our treasure hunt. I'll let a few people come in if they're going to come in. How are you, Mundo? Beautiful day. I'm good, Gavin. Did you see the community post? We're on a treasure hunt to begin with, and then we're going to go down the viaduct. Shandy. Oh, I'm not going backside like hers. I don't think. I don't know. I'm good, Bon. Really good. Now we're on what used to be a railway, where they had the carriages butted up against the wall. This. Hi, Stare. How are you doing? Hang on, give you a wrench. There you go. This ran from Alston to bring coal, shale, lime from the hills around Alston down to Haltwhistle and across to Market. There's also another track down to Brampton. There's a lot of railway lines up in Neasmore, believe it or not. It was a site of industry back in the day. We've got a blackbird singing away. So, Tim, travelling Tim, lovely, lovely man that he is. He has spent months travelling. He drove down to Spain. He's been all over Europe and he's been travelling around the UK. And he posted me a video last night, that he's left me some treasure. And that treasure is in this wall. So that's a big hole, it's not in that one. He was at a beach in Spain, Gato de Garbo, or Gabo de Gato, can't remember. Mick, how you doing? And this beach had the most amazing pebbles on it and rocks. Absolutely stunning. And one looked like a heart. And he offered to bring some back for people if they wanted. Me and someone else said, yes, please, that would be lovely. And he's done it, bless his heart. We're in the Pennines, we're just over the border in Northumberland here. In the middle of nowhere, and he's driven up and he's hidden them for me. I have been so excited about this. Ooh, what are you getting, Shandy? Nessie in the house. So this track, Since how you doing? We've walked this track before. I'm not going to do it today. I haven't got enough time for it. It takes you to Featherstone Castle. It follows is the railway line, so it takes you through Featherstone Station and down to Haltwhistle. It's not a big long walk. But at Featherstone Castle, there's the largest German officer POW camp. It was called Camp 18. And there were 6,000 German officers there. And I think about 600 orderlies. 600 orderlies. And there's still buildings there. I filmed there before, and I'll do it again. Since I'm all excited. It's a beautiful walk and it's beautiful. There's still buildings there. You can, Daisy, how are you doing? Daisy, I've been so excited. How good was Tim doing this? There's still buildings there from the prisoner of war camp. They were integrated into the local population, the farmers, the miners. They were hardline Nazis and they were brought here to rehabilitate. And they did that really well. But Ralph that comes in, his grandparents were given war art by the German officers and he actually set up a local newspaper. Some actually stayed here. Right, we're going to have a look. He said it's the last bay, so we're going to have a spy. And he's stuck a load of ivy in it. I thought it was that one for a minute, but it's not. I thought it was that one for a minute, but it's not. Scott, how are you doing? We're treasure hunting. We are up near the viaducts. We're going down to the beach at the viaduct, Scott. I've got some beautiful fossils there. And he packed it. He packed it with ivy. Hopefully no one's taken it. I'll be devastated if someone else has had it. Oh, there's something else. What's that? Ah, Tim, you legend. Ooh, chocolate protein bar. Tim, thank you for that. We'll have that down at the riverbank. And this, oh God, there's loads. Right, hang on. Put the brick back. What a fabulous, fabulous thing to do. Right, we'll get on the ground over here. Lisa, good morning. Oh my God, look at all this. Is he in? I know he's out driving locally. Right. Look at that. How cool is that? Ooh, isn't that strange? It's like a honeycomb. And there's pottery. That is so cool. Some quartz. It's just, oh look, shell. Being good, and I brought a bag, but look, there's a heart. How cool is that? Catherine, these are from Spain. A lovely guy's brought them all the way through Europe and up the country. And hidden them for me. How cool is that? Lots of beautiful quartz and things. There's just loads. Oh, look at that. How cool is that? And green. Some sea glass. There's just so much. Tim, you're an absolute star. Thank you so much. I love them. Oh, look. Yeah, of course you can, Jamie. Stick it in. Look at that. Lots of quartz. Lots of quartz. Look at that one. Oh, how pretty is that? Jacko, how are you doing? Just beautiful. No, that's nice as well. Yep. Oh, isn't that pretty? Tim, you're an absolute star. Thank you so much. They're from a beach in... Oh, those two are cute. Spain. Greta de Gabo, I think he said it was. And they've travelled all over Europe and the UK to get... Ooh, look at that. How cool is that? And another honeycomb type one. They are just beautiful. And look at the heart. I want to go to that beach. I would love to go there. But today, we're going to go down to the viaduct. And I've got a rucksack on my back. Hang on, we'll just do this in the car. We're going to follow the train track. Oh God, and that protein bar feels lovely in my pocket. I'm not going to find my keys. Thought I'd lost my keys a minute. I'll just put these in the car. Because where we're going to walk, I'm going to need that protein bar. The bridge is around 110 feet tall, I think. And the steps down from it are brutal. So yeah, the lovely, 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 lovely Tim. How cool is he? Blew me away, he's done that for us, you know. What a fabulous place to come to. He's been filming a few viaducts and he's going to put it all together. And this one is going to be in it too. This and visibility is perfect for the views off the viaducts along the valley. I've got Discord, you know, but I mainly just use it for messages rather than anything else. Cattle grid, full of nettles. Claudio, good to see you. How are you? Lisa, wait until we get to the viaduct. It is stunning. The views are just unbelievable. And again, we're following the railway track. And we pass a couple of stations on the way to the river. There was a huge storm 2 years ago and it totally wiped out this woodland. They have planted it up, but the trees just fell like matchsticks. Ralph actually lives across the hill and that way. Pam, good morning. Scott, I was cracking those rocks yesterday and wow. Very pretty. Some lovely quartz, really nice quartz. And some pretty little pink crystals as well, like a blush pink. I'll have to take a video of them. So the hills that we walk are on the background, that's the Pennines, the northern tip of the Pennines. Honestly, Pam, when we get to the viaduct, the views are just out of this world. It was built to transport coal by the Earl of Carlisle, I believe, from Alston, up in the hills, down to Haltwhistle to market from there. Coal, the slate, the shale, there's limestone, lime. These hills, for all it looks so desolate, were awash with industry and peppered and crisscrossed with train tracks. See, this was all full of trees. Ooh, well, this is the northern edge. I'm right on the northern tip of the Pennines. There's still remains of the train line down here. I can see the river already. I came and I did the big circular. I walked opposite direction to the castle and then through the prisoner of war camp and followed the river all the way back up. And wow, I think it was about 12 miles. Got back to the viaduct saying how beautiful the views were, how stunning it is. And it was foggy. The mist came down. I was devastated. Some of the old roads are still kind of visible when you're this distance away. There's the river that we're going to, just down in the bottom. This is the South Tyne that joins the north and runs through Newcastle to the sea. So, yes, Catherine, there's an Arthurette Church, just in a border town, right, really close to the border, called Longtown. And it's said that King Arthur's head is buried there. He was up here in battle. If you look up Longtown, all one word, and Arthurette Church, so Arthur and E.T. on the end, it all comes up. It looks that way, but that is the local legend, the Arthurette Church. Ooh, I need to boil some eggs up. I've had little one growing cress for me. Got a taste for egg and cress at the minute. And I made a stunning mac and cheese last night. Way too much cheese and it had cream in it. And I topped it with bacon pieces. Wow. Oh, that's gonna stick to my ribs for a few days. Cash, you alright? Oh, what happened to you? Tiny baby rabbit, bless its socks. Oh, egg and cress. So this is the remains part of the railway. Carriages will be butted up against that. Huge. And we go past a station that's still got the lever, I presume, for signals. We've got loads of piles of coal all the way down as well. Just listen. How beautiful is that? There's some robins having a sing-off. What a beautiful place to be driving trains. Although back then, buddy, good morning. Daisy rocks, she's an absolute sweetheart. So we're nearly at this station. We've still got the platform. There's another platform further down as well. The walk down the viaduct, down those steps and across the little rickety bridge. Wow, it's a leg burner. Yeah, health comes before anything else. Ralph, I think he said, just lives over that hill. Yes, buddy, did you find your hat and your pinpointer? Hello, Mrs. Sheep. Oh, I got lambs. I didn't see them. They don't stay little for long, do they? Playing headbutt. Scratching like a dog. Oh, no way. At least you got your pinpointer. How far back was it? And today, Challenging has got her live. She's cooking live, which is always fun. And oh, the things that she makes. I would love a table at a chair. Happy birthday, Buddy's daughter, 15. Wow, next year she'll be able to drive. Kids in the UK can't apply for a licence until they're 17. I'm not sure I would like a 16-year-old even. Driving. Oh no, Shandy, everything she makes is just like, oh, yes please. So we're at the station. Yeah, when do you get your results, Mick? Yeah, she's on today, buddy. So here we've got the station platform. Best way to be, buddy. Oh, yummy. I adore Judy May. I've known Judy a long time. Absolute sweetheart is Judy May. Yes, you see, my granddad drove trains since World War II. He was over in India. So here we go, up on the platform. And he drove for British Rail all his working life. And he ended up with emphysema. And I think it was from driving the trains. And there you go. It's, well, Captain, how are you doing? Good morning. But there we go. Part of, is that a signal? What is it? Is it to change the tracks? Empoleon Sun, attendees, Liverpool. And you've got Royal Crest. How's things, Captain? We're following a train line to a viaduct. And this viaduct is out of the world. Telltale signs it's a train track all the way down. Well, we've got a huge gateway just there. We're not going down there, we're following the line up onto the bridge itself. And again, more platform. Third table. Some more platform that's starting to fall. And just the views, it'll have taken a while and a lot of work to put this line in. solely because it's in the middle of nowhere. It's up on the side and summit of a hill. But yeah, the steps down to the river below are as bad to go down as it is to go up. Some are rickety old Victorian iron steps from when the train line was put in, and then the rest are wooden. Some are sleepers, all different heights, and it's steep, and there's a lot of them. I think it's about 100 feet, 110 feet, top to bottom. So it's going to make my legs burn. Adrian, good morning. I don't know, Cass. Haven't got a clue. I don't know if it's 100 or 200. No, they're not bad. They're kind of backfilled with rubble. Oh, we're nearly at it. Ooh. Silver Shroud, good morning. Stubborn Steve, how are you doing? It's all starting to open out. That land, I think, is partially RSPB. And I know from people in the know, there's a shooting estate butts onto the back of it. And the RSPB hired ex-SAS and ex-services to camp out on the moors to spy on the gamekeepers on the other side. But they weren't very good because they were seen. Haven't heard of them doing it for a while, but they have in the past. Almost there. Yes, she's been in Yorkshire pudding batter and the little village up on that bank and the floodplain. When this river's high, it's ferocious. Demi, how are you doing? But yeah, sure, Ralph said it's just over that hill in the middle next to that wood-ish. The dashing Silver Shroud, Jim. He is the Dorian Gray of YouTube. EL3, how are you doing? I had this viaduct, the work that went into this. I think it's got 13 arches. We'll have a count when we get down to the bottom. How's things, EL3? I'm excited to get down to the river too. Photos Against Anxiety is our local photographer. Check her out. Who's 40 today? Happy birthday, Steve. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Stephen Buddy's daughter. Happy birthday to you. See, I don't sing a goldfish at every opportunity, so you're honoured. I'm tone deaf and I'm not ashamed to admit it. Demi, I love seeing the dogs on the park. We don't have them here. I don't know about other areas of the country, but we don't have them. Not specific dog parks, but I mean, I'm in the country. Cities might, I suppose. Just around that corner and we're there. See, I'm really bad. I've goldfished since I was a kid. Unless I'm in the car. As of Jenny, good morning, how are you? Oh, a coffee would do lovely. I'm excited. Demi, they're at the start of the live. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful pebbles from a beach in Spain. So you've got a big pile of slag on this side that the rabbits are digging away in. The gamekeepers are being spied upon by the RSPB. The RSPB is the Royal Society for the Protection of Birds. So they strive to protect all bird life in the UK. And they were spying on the gamekeepers to make sure there was no shenanigans, which there never is, especially on that particular spot. And here it is, starting to open up. Now the little bridge that we're going to cross below the viaduct. Last time that we were here, Fluff, how you doing? It had some very wobbly bits. Mags, how you doing? Slabs of concrete, to be precise, on a metal bridge with wire that was loose. So it does make me twitch just a little bit. Little Ridge Farm, how are you? Here we go, got an information mark. You alright, Max? Lanley Viaduct. Built in by the Newcastle and Carlisle Railway Company in the 17th of November 1852. It was the final link in the Holt Whistle to Alston Railway branch. As a feat of engineering, it remains a monument to the railway engineer Sir George Barclay Bruce and the masons who built it. And there you go, you've got a map. Here's a train line. Oh, it's beautiful, Bags. Beautiful day here. It was cold this morning. Had it been cold for Tim sleeping out in his car. Listen to that. It was originally used for the coal, but then they allowed transport people on board. The public were allowed to use the line, which opened it up a lot for locals. Love it. It's not a little teeny tiny bridge either. Ooh, nice, that sounds good. So we're going to be going down onto the bank below it. Down here. The trees are almost leafed up. I can't work out which side is my favourite view. But Mick, if you're there, these are fully adult oak trees. And the size of that salmon that I saw below, I am not bungee jumping. No, not happening. We're going down there, God help me. Yes, there is actually a cycle track, or cycle route. And you've got the hills behind. But when we get out into the middle, wow. No, neither. I'll show you the higgledy-piggledy bridge that we're going to go over. No, not abseiling it either, although my legs would like to because of what I'm going to put them through. No, you can keep your elastic bands. Again, all this was lost in the storms, but they've replanted. It'll take years to come back, but it's planted. In autumn, it is beautiful. You've got the evergreens on this side and dotted through, and the reds and browns and oranges. Look, that teeny tiny little bridge, we're going across that, and I don't like it. Just look at that. And you can see right down at the bottom of the water. Now, last time we were here watching salmon jump. Salmon travel, finger, pointy finger, along that edge, all the way along. Look how clear it is. And the other side is where I was watching salmon. Berkles, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. What was that flying across there? Something bright blue. But yeah, I'm not so enamoured with that bridge. But it's got the... we've got people coming. Fossils that I had that I took the latex cast off. They're from here. And there were some very sparkly articles on this bank. You'll see what I mean. Lots of black sand. And there's gold registered to be being found about 10 miles up the road. Look at that. And we're going right down there. I don't know if I could do it on a zip line. It's high. I'm going to be going down on that beach. Dirty Magyackers, how you doing? Yeah, have a good one, Steve. If you don't know Dirty Magyackers, you need to. These boys are going to go far. Remember us little people when you get there, Jake. Look at that. Those boulders are huge. I'm just looking down in that water. Now, when we were here and it was foggy, I was spotting, ooh, that made me dizzy, salmon washed up on there. And it's got to have been easily 20 pounds at least. It was huge. To be able to see it. You fell off one. You forgot to hold the handles. Beth, good morning. And the view from that teeny tiny little bridge. But next we have the Steps of Misery. Let's call them that. We were having a look around in that bedrock there last time. And I've got a rucksack. How clever am I remembered? See those people on that bridge? They're at the wobbly bit about. And along the valley, following the river, is the prison of war camp. Those hardline German Nazi officers were. Beth, Beth, we're going down there. My legs are gonna be like rubber. In fact, we'll stop and I'll have a drink before we get down them because they're a nightmare. Have the daisy again. Jake, how you doing? If you don't know Georgia Diving Recovery, you need to know them as well. Hit them up. We'll plop this bag that I am all impressed with myself, I remembered. Salika, how you doing? Before we start the steps of misery. When I start going down, you'll understand what I mean. That'll have been a station house as well on that side. And the line continues up to Alston. You have a lot of side tracks joining it as well. Fireman's Hollow, oh God, the friction burns would be fun. And we've got two plaques. The Railway Trust, completed in 1852 and ran trains until 1976. Transport Heritage Site. PA, you're going to like where we're going. You're going to like it a lot. I'm really good, Salika. It was designed by George Barclay Bruce. Opens the 17th of November 1852 and it was restored in 1995 to 96. Right, I need a drink first. Yeah, there were. Right, quick drink. PA, I was finding lots of sparkly things here. Like I had some flakes, but I lost them. I had them in my phone case and they vanished. Right, sorry, just quick drink. See if there's a gulp. But the sparkles are on that inside bend. I thought that was a train or a bike. It's someone. Couldn't. Right, let's descend. Rubbery legs about to happen. And those fossils that I found were from here, that really unusual one. So I was taking latex. I was all proud of myself, remembering I had the latex. Cool, Scott. This is the beginning of hell. Typical old Victorian iron steps. On the way back up, they're miserable. You'd need a very long, look at that. You'd need a very long rope, or 10, tied together. I think it's 110 feet. Jake, can you imagine pulling from the bottom of there up? Yeah, they are. Unlike this little metal bridge that we're going to do. There's Paris. How you doing, Paris? Beautiful morning, isn't it? one of the arches. These steps hurt on the way back up as well. It all hurts. Yes, I'm glad I'm not going all the way up there. We are going to carry on down. So you can get down that way. That's the way we came back, I think. My sense of direction is terrible.
Here.
2 secs, let's get past these people. See, it's a great path.
Hello.
Hiya, thank you. Tim, thank you so much. No one pinched them, they were there. And they are beautiful. Did you come down here, Tim? Or are you sensible and stayed on the top? Tim gave me my treasure hunt. Carried those rocks, so those pebbles all the way from Spain. This little bridge, just, you'll see what I mean. Ooh, heck. Watch where you're putting your feet and don't be looking for fish. So the fish are running this side. It's really deep on this bank. Tim, how far have you got? Are you over the border yet? Ooh. God, I hate this bridge. Just look at that. I'm going over there. Away from the edge would be a good idea. It's just an unbelievably beautiful place. We're just up there. Let's get down to that beach. Hopefully there's more pretty fossils. Ooh, posh breakfast. That sounds interesting. Did you go to Kirklinton Hall? Nice bit of history there. The Cray twins would travel up from London by private plane, land on an airfield and taxi. It must be about 10 miles to what was a large country residence that was transformed into a casino. And the Crays and all their contacts would go there. Oh, I hate this thing. What are you serious about? Not down here in Scotland there is. Ooh. Where my brother is in Scotland there is. And a view of the bridge from down here. But one of these panels on here is wobbly. And the wire, why is the tension wire all loose? Inquiring minds want to know. Just look at that. And the view downstream. Chief, how are you doing? Chief, why are you not at the wrench? There you go. How you doing, Chief? We've just been up there on the viaduct and we're heading down to the river. I mean, those boulders are enormous. Mick, if you, I don't know, I'm not sure where the spawning pools are. I'll have to ask my brother. You can see all the way to the bottom. Even in that deep channel you can. It's that big, I can't even get it in screen, in shot. And we're going down there. Ooh, they've replaced the handrails. There's probably going to be a lot of heavy breathing on the way back up. Because it's hard work. It's easier to get lost with the sense of time. Tim, that protein bar as well. Thank you, I'm going to need it for going back up there. So we're now at the legs. One of the legs. And they're big pieces of stone. They're not little tiny pieces. To build that, feat of engineering. So pretty, right. We'll go left first. Oop, heck. And we're down, we're on the beach. This is kind of a mini heat wave where I am, Demi. Ooh, heck. Oh, my legs are stiff for bending down. Pretty. There's some really interesting things to be found on these beaches. Lots of quartz, magnetic stone, limestone, sandstone, iron. Yeah, I mean, look at it. I think I counted 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's maybe 12 arches. Hopefully, Catherine. It worries me being down next to the water, that signal. Now this one, has it got them in? No, it hasn't. It's got similar markings to those big fossil rocks. It's the same kind of stone. Look at that. What's that black threaded through them? Is it black quartz? Is it onyx? What is it? What kind of mineral? And these, I found out, are like diamond. They are so hard to crack. Very hard to crack. Like impossibly hard to crack. Just look at that. Lisa, yes I do. Lisa, I'll leave it in. I'll leave it under this video. Ooh, look at that. Nice quartz crystal buried in that. Is it buried in it, or is it got stuck in there? It looks buried in it. It was, they're absolutely stunning, Tim. Absolutely beautiful. The colours are just amazing. I would love to go there. Really love to go there. It looks it, Catherine. It's in the pocket. Now, for all I brought a rucksack, I should be careful because I'm going to give myself a coronary walking back up those steps. All the way up there. The interesting shinies are on the bank the other way. But this bit, there's some huge, huge rocks just pushed up by the water. It shows you the power of it. No, that one wouldn't need a long magnet, but that would. Can you imagine? Yes, I should hide a pile of maybes. I've actually got a winch. I do have a winch. I don't know if it'd be strong enough or long enough actually for that. But it's a possibility. I could set the winch on the top. It's only a little one. Oh. Fossils, where art thou? Ooh. Scott, if you let, oh, there you are. Brun, how are you doing? Scott, if you see anything I should be keeping, tell me. Ugh. That's got fossils through it. Ooh, heck. Slip sliding. That will have some lovely crystals in it when I crack it. We are at a viaduct. We came here because Tim in chat brought some pebbles all the way from Spain for me and hid them. So we've had a mini treasure hunt. And then we just had to come. I was going to come here, said about coming here last week. I just love it. Ooh, it's like a curly turd. Like a curly turd. That's unusual. It's just the way the sediment layers have set and been washed away. Scott, there's loads. I've got some in my pocket. Now that's going to be interesting to crack. Nice loose formation on that. Yeah, they'd be screaming when I stick the hammer on them when I get home. And look at the sky, the reflection in that water. You never know. Ooh, and another. Hard as. Weighs a ton. Very heavy. Look at the iron through that. There's all sorts of pretties wherever I look. And it's going to torture me with the pile, deciding what's a keeper and what's a thrower. The ones, there's another lovely piece. Buddy, thank you so much for being in. "24 degrees is freezing." Wow, Fluff. Tim, you're a star. Thank you so, so much. You've made my week. I was like a little kid last night watching that video. I was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And I dropped it. Scott, see the iron through that? "24 degrees would be shorts and vest top where I am." Ooh, look at that iron in that, Scott. Yeah, have your little one. Oh, she's not so little now. Very, very happy birthday. Almost like a skull. Like an alligator skull or a platypus. No, a duck. This is the neck. It's a quack quack. DJB, how are you doing? DJB is a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful lady. They are ridiculously hard to crack. Ridiculously hard. To the point of the huge piece that I've got, I've kind of given up trying to crack it because it's getting me wrist. Nice. Ooh, let's have a look at that in the light. Nice piece of sediment there. Nice veins of quartz through it as well. Sea Bear, how are you doing? Good to see you. Hang on, Sea Bear, I'll just give you a wrench. Yes, I have, Fluff. I cracked them yesterday. I've got some beautiful little pink crystals in some. Like rose quartz, but like blush. Very, 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 very shiny. I don't think I've been this far on this side before. How's things, Sea Bear? No, the Romans are upstream. They're all in this area too. Not a million miles away. There's sediment layers in that. That's pretty. You get a lot of iron content here, Scott. A lot. But really, really pretty things I cracked yesterday. Really pretty. No way. Thunder eggs. Ooh. I'm going to head back towards the shiny stuff on the other side of the bridge. What just went plop? Something just went plop. Shall I harvest it on the red rock? How lovely and smooth and shiny is that? Oh, it's a bit hard on the old backside. Look at that. Wild edibles, how are you doing? Some pebbles from Spain. They're at the beginning of the live wild edibles, and wow, absolutely stunning. The beach where he was in Spain, just full. Beautiful crystals, blues, greens, reds, lots of quartz, rutilated quartz. Brun, do you know what? I just picked one up that looked like a skimmer. Round, flat, like a coin are the best skimmers. I'm looking for one. Teeny tiny one. It's hard skimming and actually holding a phone. And look at the sediment in that. Ooh, you've got a nice layer in there, look. Well, Tors, good to see you. Daisy, is it cool down where you are? Ooh, heck. Butt stuff. I want a drink, hang on. I'll get this bag off. I'll have a drink. And potter along if I can get the bag off. I can also transfer the rocks out my pocket into the bag. Haha. Which I have lots of already. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Right, rocks out of pocket. So far we have that's a lump of quartz. It was snowing yesterday. Nuts. Someone else was talking about snow. Some nice crystals in there. Little geode at the top there. And the other pocket, we have that one. Ooh, we have people. Why did I put that in my pocket? Oh, that's why. See that crystal? That'll crack nicely. And you can see a lot of iron through that. A lot of quartz, string quartz. And I've got a skimmer in my hand, don't laugh. From a sword fight. I'm looking for better skimmers. That one's perfect, but it's a bit big. 6 today. We didn't have a frost this morning, but it was close. Another nice piece of quartz. Right, it's probably going to be too big. Ooh, look at the wear in that. Can you? Ooh, that looks rude. That looks rude. Focus. It looks a bit rude. Right. Why have I got that in my hand? Is there a reason why I've got that in my hand? Happy days. Unfortunately, I don't think a dumper will get down, which is a bit of an issue. It'll take me a bit of a while to hulk it all up the top. Right. The camera's going to go all over the place if I try and skim. Come across this way a bit. And I'll probably fall over. 4. Get in. Didn't make an arse of myself. Get in. Hey, hey. If you're going to skim, always skim downstream. That's the way to do it. Has to be done. And look at the sparkles. What's Nessie saying? DJB, I love you, chick. Brun, Wild Edibles is amazing. Lovely, lovely lady with a lot of knowledge. A bit like Mr. Bud Files. Joe has... I asked Sue if he's got a photographic memory because the stuff that he knows is crazy. Right, we'll have another go. I found one semi-decent skimmer. Nice and round, downhill, downstream. That's the winner. Watch me fall this time because the rocks are slimy. No, that was a fail. We'll ignore that one and remember the first one because that was belter. That will crack beautifully. It's got some lovely crystal forms in there. See that part with you? Look at that. And again another there. I'm a magpie. I've decided I've turned into a magpie in my old age. And not pretty cute ones like Daisy has. How are the magpie chicks, Daisy? A lot of calcite as well. Right, 5 minutes on my bony seat and then we'll go back over the other way. Wild Edibles, gardening knowledge as well. Very knowledgeable lady. Yeah, we're keeping that. Chris, how are you doing? Good to see you. Yes, Sticky Willy. Oh, Fluff, they've already told me I need new hips. Yeah, I need new hips. I've got bone spurs grow like rose thorns around inside my hip joints. They did say that I needed one, but I tend to grind them down because I'm stubborn and I carry on walking. So for now, I'm grinding them. Angela, good morning. When this is in flood, it's scary. So I was just looking in that. But on the rock hard seat, ooh, heck. That's out the pointy bit. That doesn't look pointy, but it is when it's on your behind. Oh, I need some more cushion on my backside. Yeah, look at that. Bridge is crisscrossing. Is Miss Polly feeling better for a bath? She amazes me. So much better behaved than mine would be. Well, we all know what Willow's like. Yeah, that idea I was saying, Wild Edibles, about putting in a cup. Oh, I've got that protein bar from Tim in my pocket. Tim, as well as those beautiful pebbles, left me that. Oh, caramel filled protein ball. Yummy. Yeah, Lisa, nice one. Lisa, I'll leave my Discord. If you leave us a comment under a video, I'll give you my Discord. I had Discord and people kept adding me to groups. Yes, it's Northumberland. We're not far from Scotland. This is called Lamley Viaduct. Yes, they like do a community garden, put some beds in and open it up to the community to come and help sow and maintain it. And then use the food to feed those in need in the community. That would be really good. And people would enjoy that. Yeah, just down the road. What would be really good if the salmon were running and we had salmon jumping like the last time. It's so chilled out and pretty when it's like this, but when it's in flood, it's scary. The floods that took out a couple of bridges that I tried to go over yesterday washed out a lot of roads in this area. The prisoner of war camp, a lot of the buildings are gone solely because it's been washed away. Which is sad the banks went. So I'm just looking down in the water down there. Do you know what, Daisy? I wish that our black magpies were nice like yours. What do they eat? Lockman, how are you doing? Yes, Fluff. I have Sam on CBD. He was having seizures and they got more often from the age of 3. So the vet put him on meds, but he was really sluggish. He was just sleeping, lost his coordination, putting on a lot of weight. So I did a little bit of research and I took him off. Let him have a seizure so I knew it was out of his system. Love you too, Lisa, you're a star. So I knew whether the CBD was having an effect. Put some drops on his food every morning and bingo, he's like a puppy again. Ours are cannibalistic, and they eat carrion and chicks and eggs. The UK version do anyway. But yeah, you can't overdose a dog on CBD. I give him human CBD. And you just start, Miss Polly, she would probably just need 1 or 2 drops on her food. Yeah, Angela, it's amazing, the coat. My dad's old working lab was really, really stiff on the back end. She wasn't keeping up on walks and I put her on it. I got my dad it, which kind of freaked them out because my mum and dad have had a very sheltered life and they thought I was turning the dog into a druggie. And they did actually call her their druggie. And she was like a spring chicken. She was keeping up on walks. She was enjoying herself. Massive difference. Sam Jack's girlfriend, she was getting arthritis in her front legs. Put her on it. And again, made a huge difference. Yeah, and luckily Sam's a dog that the CBD worked for the seizures. Yeah, they've moved it to they've put the 3 dots at the top of the screen and that's where your description is. Annoying as it may be. So beautiful down here. I do too. Yeah, just solely CBD is what I have Sam on, and it just makes a huge difference to him. He's like a spring chicken again. He's got his puppy side back, as well as controlling the seizures. Yeah, CBD oil. It's totally it's like 0.01% THC, the version that you can buy legally in the UK. I think Angela puts the drops in her dog's mouth, don't you, Angela? But I just stick it on his food. Edibles. But it works. It's amazing. Every dog that we've tried it, CBD works for arthritis, old age, but it also conditions them as well. Bubblegum, good to see you. How are you? Right, last drink. I will go along the other bank. Oh, do they? Cool. Wild Edibles has got some beautiful little coat quail. They're lovely. Genius family, how are you doing? John, good to see you. Scott, if you're there, is that a keeper? Bubblegum, we had a lovely guy called Tim. He was in the chat before. He spent the last few months living in his car, travelling Europe, and he was on a beach in Spain. And the pebbles are like works of art. Greens, blues, loads of different colour quartz. So pretty. And he brought them all the way up to northern England and hid them for me to go find. Absolutely amazing. Made my night last night when I saw the video that he put up for me. So we've been hunting that, and we've just been over the viaduct. We're underneath it, and you're going to hear us heavy breathing when we have to go back up. I love coming down, but those steps, oh. Ooh, heck. Right, I should really be watching my feet. We are a place called Lamley Viaduct. Oh, it's coal. Lamley Viaduct in Northumberland. It's a train track from the moors, a place called Alston, down to Market. Let's get round to that exciting bit. It's all piled bedrock, and it's got some lovely crevices. I should have brought a little trowel, but I didn't think. We might pick up a stick on the way. I'm just watching where I put my feet. Mags, how far away is where you're going again? Are you videoing it and posting it? If you don't know Mags, have a look. A very clever lady is Mags. She's got a wicked sense of humour as well. Calcite, I think. She's at a place called Preston over in Lancashire. And the people of Lancashire in history have had a major problem with black snails. They used and sacrificed black snails for all kinds of things. Didn't they, Mags? And she's got a few videos up on them. We're going right onto the bridge. I had to start early because this place is a bit of a drive to get here. That is really light. But it's so worth it. How are you, Genius family? Can we see any trout? And that little bridge. See, the wires are broken. There's 2 bits of wire hanging down. See what I mean? It doesn't fill me with hope of it not collapsing into the river with me on it. This gravel bank is just huge. Ankle breakingly so. I should, you know, have brought the brick hammer. That's what I should have done. I never thought, ooh, what's that? Fossil. We have a fossil. Looks like a spirally shell. Fluff, this is where I found that really unusual one I've got. We've got some more. Just little ones. What is that? That's a really funny colour. I've seen a couple like it. I can't lift it, it's too heavy. That one. Yes, they were hidden in where carriages were parked up in the stone wall. There was a piece of stone missing and he's wedged it in behind it. Another piece, nice piece of quartz. Heavy quartz as well. And that part is actually a car park now. I found them straight away. When he told me that he'd hidden them somewhere that I knew, I was like, oh, can you imagine if I have to really ask? There he is, that's the man. Yeah, you're just up the road. You were, you literally passed my back garden, kind of, and a field. And Tim, I probably passed you this morning when I was out on the school run. The time that you were going through, another fossil, was school run time, so I probably passed you on the road. How weird's that? These ones are too big, as much as I'd love to take some of these home. Bubblegum, that would be my story as well. Tim rocks. I'm intrigued to see this cooked breakfast, this posh breakfast. So Tim's in chat, the guy that did it for me. He's travelling all around the UK. Feel free to hit his little name and go see. That looks like it's got calcite in. Yeah, I think I will. Tim. Yes, I should have brought the hammer. I didn't think of the hammer. Ooh, that's a strange one. Look at the metal in that. God, that's heavy. That is incredibly heavy. Ridiculously heavy. What do we have inside? We've got a lot of, oh, look at that quartz. A lot of iron, a lot of quartz. Tim is a lovely guy and he's a cracking cook. Let's have a look and, oh God, I want to take this one home. Scott, do you fancy getting a plane over? You can come and carry this for us. I wish I brought that hammer. Really wish I brought the hammer, because this is an interesting one. See all the quartz? Lots of shinies. Oh, God, it weighs a ton. Right, I can see I'm going to be carrying this. My legs are going to be super jellified. Ah, you say that, Catherine, but that means I've got to walk back down the steps. Now this side is where we've got the bedrock and that really interesting place that I was picking up flecks of pretty yellow things. Just learn myself. I have a mind where if I see something I want to know and I go off researching. Look at those. Nessie, exactly. Some nice quartz veins in that. And that. Pretty little fossils. Yeah, like fossil brain. And these I keep seeing, and I think they're bird poo. But they're not. You've got quartz through them. See the crystals in there. God, there's way too many keepers. Way too many. This is going to be an issue. And I need to stop bending down. Again, more nice quartz. Ooh, look at that. See those big crystals on the side there? Damn it. Right, that's on the list. Oh, God. Right, we're going to have to put this down up here because it weighs a ton. And I don't want to lose it. So we're just going to deposit it next to this leg. Oh, there's another. Oh. Who needs weights? And again, lots of stringer quartz and iron. There's that basalt it's in. One, two, three. Oh, God. My legs. It's a real workout. So, people, we're going to dump this over here. Zelen, how you doing? The monster we're going to drop here. And it's rock hard. Have I just split a bit off? I have. I've taken the shard off. See all the crystal there. Jamie. Right, we'll have a little pile next to it. Where's that shard just gone? See the crystal through that. Pretty. Big white one. Right, tell me where to stop my finger. Oh, it's not going to work because we have that one. Challenging, how you doing? That's going to have to go home with me. And this one, Catherine, you'll like this one. That's not something on the surface layer, that's actually through the rock. Shall I see if I can smash it? No, I can't. Well, it's hard. And look, I was showing Jamie one similar to this yesterday. Look at that. See the shiny. Challenging and behaving like a magpie. So pretty. And it wouldn't crack. Right. Exciting place around the corner. Maybe, if I don't keep looking down. huge amount of iron in that. And that. Ooh, that's nice. That'll crack beautifully. And that. See there, look at those. Very pretty. A lot of the quartz doesn't look like quartz. It looks more like lime. Dinosaur head. A prehistoric bird, we'll say that one. Nice little geode in there as well. And I just saw a fossil. There we go, fossil. Nate, how you doing? Oh, I should have brought that hammer. There's another pretty one. Johnny! Johnny, I've got some beauties. I've got a bit addicted to cracking them. Double shift, you'll be knackered, are you? I need to remember how heavy these are going to be on those steps. There's an egg for you, Catherine. String of quartz. Very yellow. Johnny, I found the treasure that Tim left me. So happy. Just look at it. I could spend hours down here. Oop, that wasn't me, it was my foot on a stone, I promise. This has lots of nice things in it. Look at all that quartz. Over the top. And you can see all the black sand washed up. Look at it all. Black sand everywhere on this side. Gets me excited. Ooh, heck. If I ran a magnet over that, it would have a little black fluffy head. There's another place. That one's not so heavy. Tim, thank you so much. You made my week. Thank you very, very much. I'll do a video on them when I get home. I've just managed to crack that. Lots of sparkles, look at that. On that side. Do we get any more off? Hang on. Yes, we split it, right. Yeah, see this little bit, oh hang on son. This little beach this side is just full of it, Scott. There, look. Right, now we need to get onto it. We should put the bag down because it's going to make me top heavy. Ooh. Look at that. Nutter, good morning. Hey Scott. See it all in waves. But these crevices in here are like, ooh. Let me get over. It's full of loads of crevices like that. I'm going to take you out onto this bit, Scott. Can you see it all? What is that? Oh, it's a tree thingy. High tide, well, high tide, storms. It's all the way over the top of this bit. Ooh, I'll have a look at that on the way back out. That is so pretty. Have to concentrate a bit. Oh, dry mouth going nuts. I don't want to particularly break an ankle. That sounds hollow. Challenging has got a live later on today. I was going to say earlier, Daniel, how are you doing? A lot of limestone. A lot of lime. Yeah, you're having a better day, Daniel. I really want that to crack. It's very, very light. Hang on. Tomorrow. Ah, live tomorrow. And it's not for cracking for all it's ridiculously light. Hang on. Oh, shoot. That worked a bit too well. Right, let's have a look. Let's have a look inside. Look at all that iron. That's a nice quartz. Another bit landed down here. Again, loads of crevices and loads of moss to hold on to stuff. What have we got this side? Oh, that crystal there. Crystal all the way through. Good, Daniel, I'm glad. I'm trying to work my way across. I want to get to the end bit. But this, all bedrock. Kirsty, how are you doing? Yes, it will have been glaciers. There's been a huge one coming through. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it will have been a little one. There's another piece of that rock that I just cracked. Ooh, look at that. The colour of that just there. Shiny bits, I think. And then you've got little pools at the back like this. You almost got run over. Be careful, we need you in one piece. She says in this. Oh, cool, is your hair feeling nice from it, Kirsty? Do I want to do that? I can come back and go that way. Ooh, there's some more bits there that I didn't see. Right, hang on. Literally hands and knees. Oh. Nice flake. And again, ridiculous amounts of iron. Focus. God, I could easily do damage to my ankle in here. Look at the bridge. So how beautiful is that? Right, we're going to climb up. And go along that bit. Ooh, heck. Today will be a better day, Daniel. I mean, look at all this that's been washed up. Lots of little crevices like that. Look at the black sand down here. Right, Scott, we're going in. Ooh, and fossils. There you go, look at this little piece. Fossil, where art thou? Right, we use this. Ooh, look at that. That's off the building. John, no, I haven't, but I would love to. I haven't got anything to take this home in, actually. Focus. See what I mean? And bits like this. Ooh, what's that? Creepy crawlies, right, where's that pointy stone? All sorts. Yeah, I need to get a pan and bring it here, don't I? Look at that. It's just so pretty. Ooh, dizzy ducks. Stand still a minute. But this bedrock is just full of crevices. Yeah, they are, John. Someone nicks my bag, I'm going to be miffed. That huge stone back there, Scott, interesting. It weighs an absolute ton, which is an issue. Oop, fly in the face. This bit's got water coming down. Up over the top. Yes, my pockets are getting very heavy. And that rock is huge to be carrying home. Ooh. Right there, just seeing there. I saw a fleck in that. Ooh, big dogs. And then you have bank bits like this. Stormy wind, how are you doing? Lovely to see you. And look at all the iron in that. Right, I'm going in. Look at all the iron.